This morning, we're going to talk about with all you're getting, get understanding. Now, we've talked about that before, but it's an important subject, and we're going to do some more talking about it. Your visions will only become clear when you look into your heart. Who looks outside of their heart, it's dreams. Who looks inside, they awaken. We have to look and figure out every motive for everything that we do. Without discipline, there's no life at all. Remember, this is probably the golden rule. Potential with no self-discipline will equal zero. If they have no self-discipline, they're scattered, they've got excuses for everything, and the potential just goes down the drain. And every one of us have seen people with great potential that just are not able to pull it together. You can work with them. Some do. We never know which ones aren't going to, so you work with them all. But self-discipline is the key to being able to find success, to being able to get along with people, to being able to move forward. Self-discipline has a lot to do with our interaction. Jesus had self-discipline. When they came to take him to trial, he did not do anything foolish. He probably wanted to, but he didn't, because he had the self-discipline to behave and to face what he was looking at. And dealing with people, our best choices are ones that create love, hope, faith, patience, kindness, gentleness in their experience. When you are dealing with people, you want to give them some of, or if not all, depending what the situation is, you want to give them those types of experiences with you because that will make them feel good inside. If you feel good inside about somebody, you're going to want to come back. If you don't feel good about somebody, you're going to not want to be with them. We always have to be mindful of our thoughts. Continuously be mindful of your thoughts. Jesus didn't speak out of turn. Jesus was mindful. He weighed his words because he knew that emotions were carried on words. Many small worries about the tomorrows, they zap our energy. And that's what we do. We think about what happens, what's going to happen, why did this happen? I should have said that. Oh, I didn't say. That's all that self-talk that lives inside of our head. Often it's very destructive for us. So it's going to zap your energy. You're going to talk about those things rather than talk about something that lifts you up or the other person up. And you're going to be very self-focused. Man's mind, once it's stretched to a new idea, it never regains its original dimensions. Once somebody gives you an idea that sets you on fire, and it doesn't have to set you on fire, it just has to expand your consciousness. Once you do that, you can never go back to where you were because you've got more information. And hope begins in the darkness. When you are at your lowest moment, when you don't know what you're going to do next, hope is there. Somehow or another in that darkness, we find hope. People usually fail when they're on the verge of success. There's a word for those people, almosters. I almost did this. I almost created that. I almost finished school. I almost finished something else. They're almosters. And that is when they're on the verge of success. So give as much care to the end of your project, to the end of your career, to the end of things as you did in the beginning. So you finish them. Finish things out. It is so important to do that. Jesus didn't leave anything left untold. Jesus didn't leave any loose strings around. He finished what he started. And never conclude that because a dog admires you, that's evidence you're a wonderful person. People think because their dog likes them that they're wonderful. Don't make that conclusion. If a dog likes you, that's great because you have been good to your dog. You know, my dog loves me, but I don't think everybody loves me. So just remember that. Failure will seldom stop a person. It will seldom stop you. Think about it. We're all old enough to have failures in our lives, and they didn't stop us. What stops us is the fear of failure. Oh, I can't do that because what if I can't make it? What if I can't this? What if I can't that? Failure never stopped a person. It's our fear that stops us. And detachment does not mean denying compassion. I have seen people that just go out of their way. And compassion is simply means that although I love you, I can't see where this path is leading. And I'm not going to stand in your way of any lessons that path is going to bring you. And that's hard. We have kids. How many times have we told our kids, don't play with Jimmy Bob because if you do, Jimmy Bob gets in trouble. You're going to be getting in trouble right along with him. The police are going to come, and our kids don't listen to us. They have a lesson to learn, just like we didn't listen to our parents. We had a lesson to learn. Telling them that you don't like them playing with Jimmy Bob is fine, but don't expect them to listen to you. Expect them to go off behind your back and play with Jimmy Bob or Billy Bob or whoever. And so they will learn their lessons. Us parents just hope they learn their lessons and the consequences aren't too severe. Because for everything you do, there is a consequence. Live in such a way that you would not be ashamed to sell your parrot to somebody. That speaks for itself. We don't have to go into that. The hearing ears are always found close to the speaker's tongue. Listen. Listening research shows that when we hear only about 60% of what people say. This has nothing to do with the functioning of our ears. It has to do with the paying attention. We just don't pay attention. Oh, did you say that? Your friends, Donna and I do it all the time. Oh, I don't remember you saying that. Yeah, I told you. No, you didn't. I don't remember. Yeah, I did. Oh, okay, And off we go. So this has to do with our ability to listen. And it's so important, especially for a minister, especially for somebody that wants to be compassionate. We have people that work with people every day. You want to hear what they're saying. You want to hear the spoken words and you want to hear the non-spoken words. So learning is a learnable skill, but it requires focus and it requires energy. So remember, no matter what your problem, God is still the answer. And if you trust in your Heavenly Father, He'll never let you down. God bless each and every one of you.